Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you see me do sawmill videos, you see me do tree farm videos. Today we're doing a hybrid. We got a sawmill project for the tree farm. So I got to set up a water trailer here for the tree farm to haul some water around, and we're carrying a little bit more weight than we have in the past. You'll see that in a little bit. So I want to reinforce this wagon. What I want to do, we have two 6x6 main beams that hold the deck on. I want to add a third one in the middle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a hemlock log. I'm going to cut it just a touch thinner than these beams. I'm going to slide it in and fasten it, and it'll be like a redneck helper spring. When we put weight on, it'll help carry the load. So first thing I got to do is get this measured up and cut a beam.
Are you camera shy?
Alright. No, I'm not camera shy. Do you want the smart end or the dummy end?
The smart end.
That's the dummy end.
No, it ain't. You take the smart end.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll take the dummy end.
You go down to that end. We're going to hold it right where the axle goes across. So in other words, look down through the deck, and we're looking, we want to, because obviously we want that beam to hit the axle, so that cross piece there. You got it there?
Yep.
We need 13 foot will do it. 13 foot gives me an extra inch or two on this side. So if you want to go fetch the loader, I will see what we got here in logs. So what are the odds I got a 13 foot log here? Guess we'll find out. Yep. Huh. Let's try from this end. 12, 10. Uh-oh. I really don't want to have to cut a 16 footer. Can we make 12-10 work? Better measure twice and cut once. So the verdict is yeah, 12-10 fits, but just barely. So that's what we're going to try to do. Set the long one there. So we'll throw that on the mill and get it cut, and we'll see if we can't shimmy it in there. It is super handy to have a sawmill right here on the farm. We've done countless projects with the mill, and where else are you going to get a 5 1/4 by 13-foot beam and you don't even have to leave the property for it? So really handy for projects like this. You can get stuff done quick and in a pinch and save a lot of money. Let's see how close we are. Let's see how much we have to wrestle to get this thing in. Which way does this go? 5 1/2. We gotta roll it. Okay. Let me crawl under there. You push it through and I'll try to feed it up from the bottom. If you ever wondered what the underside of a hay wagon looked like, there you go.
Parked in the grass a little, I guess.
What's that?
Parked in the grass a little, I guess.
That's alright. Dirty anyway. Keep it coming. Okay. Hold on, let me get more up to the front.
Fine. A couple high spots down there.
Yeah. Okay. Give her some. Alright, we're on the front framework here, so it can't really fall down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Well, that'll be in here.
I know, I need about 2 inches yet. Give me some. Yep, we're in. Are you, how much you have to go? Are you flush or?
I'm actually like half an inch I have that I'm on the axle.
Okay.
A little short axle.
Well, you're on the axle.
Yeah, it's on it.
Alright. It was tight. I knew it was going to be tight. We're in.
Okay.
Alright, that looks good. I just got to figure out how we're going to fasten it. So I found these 2 big old carriage bolts in my shop. We're going to see if we can't countersink them in here. That should lock it in pretty nice. To get a hammer and knock that down a little bit. Well, I got this little project wrapped up. She's bolted in real nice. You can see it's actually kind of suspended above the frame, but like I said, it's a helper spring. So as we put weight on, it'll settle in and help support the load. So I brought you this far, I might as well show you why we needed that. Probably starting to see why I needed to add the 3rd beam to this trailer. In the past, we put this liquid fertilizer on with 2.5 gallon jugs, and this year we got it in bulk. We're doing a tote. So that tote's a little over 2,000 pounds right there, and I typically run about 600 gallons in the tank, so that gets to be a heavy load. So I figured better safe than sorry. I don't want to break a wagon in half. So the other thing I have to do here is screw some blocks down so this tank doesn't slide. Of course, we're We're only using the finest quality lumber, stuff I pulled off the scrap pile. But that was a lesson learned the hard way. You wouldn't think that this tank would move. A couple years ago, I had one of these slide off the trailer. It was out on the public road. It was an absolute mess. It kind of shattered into a bunch of pieces. So, lesson learned the hard way. It's amazing when the water gets sloshing, you can see 4,000 pounds just slide right off the side of a trailer. So, better safe than sorry with that. I'm gonna throw a strap over this, and we're just about set up. So we're down here at one of our ponds. We have 2 ponds on the farm. This is where we get our water from. We'll get the pump set up and we'll get this baby filled up. Yeah, well, I didn't build the dock. That's before my time.
Was it?
But probably should be redone. It'll get redone when somebody takes a swim.
Yep. Don't feel that high.
You want to fetch that blue hose.
Yep. Liquid fertilizer, huh?
Yeah. Brought a cleaner bucket.
You got to prime the pump?
Yeah. Clean the bucket first. That'll do. You ready for it?
Suppose. Filling it.
Yeah, well, about halfway. It takes a little bit here till it primes. Assuming it starts.
Oh. Going away, bud. You okay today?
So I'll give you a little fun fact here while we're filling this up. Totally, completely useless knowledge, but you know, I like to give you a lot of useless tidbits that maybe at some point in your life you'll be able to use. For years and years, we used a regular garden hose off the side of the tank to fill the tanks up, the spray tanks. And it takes forever. It would take 20 minutes to fill a 60-gallon tank, and it was driving me nuts. I'd waste so much time in a day filling tanks. Last year I tried using my little Milwaukee electric pump to pump it faster. That didn't make a difference. And on a whim at Tractor Supply, I bought a 1-inch setup, figuring, you know, a garden hose is 5-inch hose. If I use a 1-inch, maybe it'll help, you know, almost half the time. Well, something I learned about hoses. A 1-inch hose flows exponentially more than a 5-inch hose. So even though it's roughly twice as big, it flows about 3 times as fast. So that's just a little thing, food for thought. Keep it in the back of your mind. If you're a science nerd like me, you know, if you're building stuff, it's not apples to apples. So even though it's twice as big, it's 3 times as good, as fast. So I can actually fill my spray tank in about 8 minutes with this setup, which is awesome. It saves me so much time in a day. So completely useless information, but somebody might be able to use it for something. And we use a filter, so we're filtering it as it goes into the spray tank, so we're not getting a bunch of junk and stuff. And we have a strainer there on the end of the pump, so just so we have clean water as we're spraying. So You see we're starting to fill up now. This is a 1,200 gallon, or might be a 1,500 gallon tank. I only put about 600 gallons on. That's about all I trust to put. You know, I'd like to put on a little bit more, but that gets really heavy. And we have some wicked hills. I'm having trouble speaking today. I don't know what's wrong with me. So we're gonna get filled up. We'll be set to go. It's a pretty nice setup we have this year. Try to do a little bit better every year. So I got my water, got my fertilizer. We're gonna have the chemicals up front. So we'll be ready to get these trees ready to get started with some herbicide and fertilizer. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.